Hey guys, what's blocking you? There's a lot of things that happen on this journey we call life. And we're learning boundaries, most of us. We're learning a lot on here. Learn to have discernment if something doesn't feel right. It doesn't matter if it's a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, or anything. If the energy doesn't feel right and it doesn't feel like they are the right fit, it's okay to, what do we call that? Pivot. Pivot away from it. Make another choice for yourself. Go to the places that feel more comfortable for you. We don't have to force ourselves into square places when we're round. You know what I mean? Like that toy. I always use that as an example. If you're going to try and put yourself into a square hole, which is my thing, I'm like, I don't want to be that. It's going to hurt. It's going to cut you. Because the edges are too sharp for you. You are like concentric circles when, you know, how beautiful it is if you drop a pebble and you see all those beautiful circles. You're expanding, right? And you're healing. Settling. Don't stay with someone who isn't right for you just because it's safe. I did not see this card. So we don't have to settle for anything. And we don't have to believe or get into a cult mentality or a guru syndrome with anyone. They're not, you know, they're not, there's you and there's God or your higher power or the universal energy. Those are the two things that you're connecting with your intuition, you're connecting with your energy. I always suggest get therapy. I always suggest go to the doctor. I'm not saying, you know, put things in perspective, okay? Because we do have to check on what's going on with ourselves, right? We have to check in. But if it's not comfortable and they don't hear you and they're not making you feel better, it's time to find another avenue, which is fine, right? But in relationships also, don't settle just because you think there's nobody else out there. Please. Do you know how many people are in this world? Expectations. When you expect too much, no one measures up. Ditch your list. Want what is real. This is very good that this came up because these are the yin and yang, these cards together, because Spirit's telling you not to settle, but they're also telling you not to have any expectation. There's a really fine line because we could stay in a relationship that causes us so much distress, okay? And we can start thinking patterns and thoughts that, from fight and flight and then into the expectation phase, like why won't you do this? This is what you should be doing in the relationship. Everything that we want is within ourselves, okay? But we can't do everything alone. You should take care of yourself, but you don't want to be fiercely independent. It's a really strange dance that we have to do, okay? But I'm going to read this to you again. Expectations. When you expect too much, no one measures up. Ditch your list. Want what's real. And I was just saying something to one of my friends about another one of our friends, and I said, you know what I love about her? Maybe she has no filter, but at least when she's talking to you or when you ask her something, you know she's going to be honest about it. So there's good in everything, right? But we don't want to stay in situations that will make us sicker or sick or toxic, okay? Because we become like our environment sometimes. Not all the time. But a lot of times we can become like our environment. It's kind of a natural human thing. So if I get that, I get that gut feeling, I'll switch my healthcare providers. I'll switch. I won't do it impulsively, but when you kind of have to take an inventory of yourself and of what's happening around you. And if there's been situations where it wasn't safe because they didn't pay attention or they didn't take care of you properly, those are things that you need to exit from and have a different plan, right? Yeah. Sometimes we can't, though. Sometimes we only have this one choice, and we have to live with people because we can't find a place right away. So we have to do the best we can for ourselves. Procrastinate. Don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up on you. It's like, I want this thing to go forward, but I'm going to wait until next June. Or I'm going to just, start writing down what you want. Stop procrastinating. Make a little list. I don't like lists. I'm not linear. I'm not like that. I like to say, what do I want to do today? I have the freedom to do that now because I have my own business, and I'm semi-retired. I'm not working the way that I used to. I can't. I'm getting older, and I'm also processing a lot. So I speak about myself so you can understand what I'm talking about and give examples. All right? So you don't want to procrastinate anymore. You want to start doing the things you want to do to get to that place of, I'm doing what I love, and that's important for all of us. Playing games. You don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you. Yeah. I'm not a chaser. You don't have to be a chaser. You don't have to play a game, because if you're playing a game, then they're not that interested in you for who you really are. And there are going to be a lot of people that will not understand you. Okay? And there will be some professional people that you're dealing with that will not understand you. It's not their job to understand you. It's your job to understand what it is that you need, what you need to do to be a kinder, more happy person. What do you need to change? Because people are not going to change for anybody else. They may play the game, okay? You don't want to be like that, because people who play the game change their colors for whoever they're with. And sometimes that's not healthy for the person that's doing that. So it's not going to be healthy for you, if that makes sense to you. Hard to get. You are missing opportunities by playing too hard to get. Give someone a chance. Some of you are judging books by the cover. And there might be something really rich for you to get out of a friendship. I don't see this as a love card here. Okay? But you are missing opportunities by playing too hard to get. Give someone a chance. You may have been upset about certain things, and you may, because of what happened prior to this, have preconceived notions. So get to know people, okay? Don't judge them right off the bat, but if something doesn't feel right and you get that really bad gut feeling, then you can get out of there. Because protection comes from understanding that you have a right to set a boundary, right? You're not going to let people in your house until you get to know them. You're not going to go online dating and then let somebody come pick you up. A lot of people do that. That's not for me. No. Hiding feelings. You need to express how you feel to the one you love to see how they feel in return. All right? This is, I feel this card has a vibration of commitment, okay? Of commitment. And you want to express yourself and ask for what you need. Lust, not love. Passion isn't the same as lasting love. Don't get sucked in just by good, you know what. Okay, so that's something that maybe some of you are thinking about. It has to be more substance in your relationship. Being cold. You seem unapproachable because you are aloof. Try being more friendly. And you have a shield up, but you don't have to keep it up all the time.